A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
What a reversal. Yeah, that went nowhere. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
Well, I have to admit, the only man on Wall Street with a cowboy hat, JBL, is looking pretty good out there. What is going through his mind in this match?
I think that right about now, he's hoping you weren't screwing up the commentary too badly. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
I can't believe he countered that one. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
What a counter! I'll never understand what... That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
He countered that and made it look easy.
He saw that one coming.
He's not going to get caught with that one. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Lashley's a big, strong guy, but there's a lot of big, strong guys out there. What makes him so special? Talk about adding insult to injury. Talk out of the ring and the match.
Here we go. Money talk.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? And it's been reversed.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, Jim. Looks like someone's heading for the high-risk district. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. But I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that.
Oh, my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
He reversed it. One of the perks of being Mark Henry is that there aren't many people who can stop you from doing anything you want to do.
That's true. The world's strongest man is a terrifying human being, and he's capable of seriously injuring his opponents.
And that's supposed to be a bad thing? How many times do I have to say it? This is not ballet.
No one's saying that he is. But Mark Henry takes everything to new heights of vicious. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. The Sandman is an ECW original, and in many ways is the perfect representation of that crowd.
Yeah, illiterate.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced?
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we'd like to hear.
He turned the tables on his opponent with...
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car. Oh, uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
Wow. Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
He countered that one perfectly.
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
You can look at any professional.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR.
This CM Punk might be young, but he's got more raw talent than superstars twice his age.
How many 20-year-old superstars do we have on the roster? Exactly.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise their right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
A textbook reversal there.
Watch out! He reversed it!
He's a slippery devil. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE, he just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
Tommy Dreamer might be the last of the old school superstars, and that's something I respect.
It's hard not to respect Tommy Dreamer. He's never given less than 100%. Whether he's competing in front of 50 fans or 50,000 fans. Look at this, King. He just stole his opponent's finishing maneuver. You're not going to get him with that one.
There's the reversal. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
And there's the elimination.
My name is Finley, and I love to fight.
Booker T will tell you how great he is until your dadgum ears fall. Quite frankly, I'd rather see him put up or shut up.
What are you talking about, JR? He's a world heavyweight champion. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be up and over and out. Eliminated.
This match is going to continue.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. You talk about the future of WWE, and you're looking at it. There he goes. He's out of the match. These fans love confidence in their superstar, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The Game and Flair are no strangers to championship gold. But Orton won it younger than either one of them. And don't think he didn't let it go straight to his head either.
You always see the worst in people, JR. Why shouldn't Orton be proud of being the youngest world champion in WWE history?
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think that he doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet. and you never know what might happen.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about Edge because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive into Smackdown with the way you slander him. I've got no earthly idea how these fans can cheer for a maniac like Sabu.
Like him or not, you have to admit that Sabu's made a reputation for himself by never giving less than 100%.
Well, he sure hasn't gotten by on his good looks.
You hear the clock ticking. You're about to stop me.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Man, I don't mind telling you, JR, this Umaga scares the heck out of me.
He's a savage. He's primal, a carnivore, like some kind of wild animal.
Yeah, and if he wasn't competing in the WWE, they'd probably have him locked up in a cage and charge admission just to see him.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. I'm impressed by Montel Vontavious Porter. He really might be SmackDown's MVP.
And here I always...
Here's your winner, Sabu.
The following contest is an ECW Extreme Rule match. On the way to the ring, Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman. And the opponent from Cameron, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 461 pounds, Matt and Jeff, the Hardys.
beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia is the host for tonight's Extreme Championship Wrestling event. This promises to be a great one.
Even sitting next to a hoser like you can't bring me down tonight.
Nice to see you picking up some Canadian lingo, seeing as how you can't speak English. ECW is in the house tonight, and Vancouver is eagerly anticipating the action. I hope the fans know they're getting something special tonight.
They better. It's not every day you get to see a matchup like this.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. What a shot! That sledgehammer will mess you up for good.
How does someone even hope to come back after something like that?
Sandman's got something in common with his style and his looks. Neither are pretty.
Well, matches aren't beauty pageants, and they certainly aren't judged on...
Okay, yeah, great. That's just great. Now, why don't you quit showing off and get down to business here?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? These competitors seem... Now that was some serious impact.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats.
He's using that object with sickening effectiveness. I hope somebody stops this.
Well, I sure ain't gonna do it. You're welcome to go out there, partner. Looks like they've come in here and stepped up their game.
Yep.
Man, that's why foreign objects are a superstar's best friend.
Well, I guess that depends on which end of the object you're on.
He dodged that bullet.
He was... It's a flurry of closed fist punches in the turnbuckle.
You think if he stopped at 9, the world would stop turning? It boggles my mind.
Watch it. He reversed it. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
Talk about bringing that hammer down, but good. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
He's giving the fans what they want and building some momentum at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
This capacity crowd definitely has their favorite in this contest.
Having respect and support of the crowd is great, but it's not going to win you the match.
Didn't it give you a rush to hear the fans cheering and chanting for you?
Yeah, I definitely think it was pretty cool. Man, this match kind of makes me miss competing in the ring myself.
I wouldn't jump in there right now. Those superstars are really going at it.
Maybe you're right. How about I just smack you around a little bit? That would be a really good time to start wearing...
Oh my God! What a sickening impact from that sledgehammer!
No kidding. That thing is meant to crush stone. Just imagine what it would do to a human body.
The fans brought their signage to the arena, huh? What's your favorite sign?
I'm always partial to Kaz is gone.
Holy cow! He just stole this guy's finisher. That takes some guts.
He's looking for the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Nice reversal.
I've known Tommy Dreamer almost forever. Sometimes I wonder if the guy's got more guts than brains.
I have a feeling as long as ECW keeps filling up arenas, Tommy Dreamer will keep lacing up his boots. How in the world? Oh my. God, how can you hope to defend yourself against an object like that?
That's the nature of the beast, man. If it's not nailed down, someone's gonna take it and try to bash it in your head.
Jeff Hardy is definitely one of the most enigmatic superstars in the business.
Enigmatic, huh? Wow, that's a $10 word. That's a fancy way of saying he's kind of unusual.
Enigmatic.
Whoa, you see that? What a shot.
Talk about a difference maker. Very few superstars can recover from physical abuse like that.
Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I know physical punishment is part of the game, but I can't believe you're enjoying this so much. He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better than being put through a table, but not by much.
It's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
Ugly to you means effective to me. Make your opponent bleed, and you've got the psychological edge right over it.
That's true, but I can't help but be concerned for his physical well-being after a shot like that.
Wow, great reversal. Ha! I love it! He just uses opponent's finisher against him.
Looks like there's a beating of the minds going on in there right now. Get it? Beating of the minds?
Beating of the minds. I like that. In fact, consider that line stolen.
Hey, I'm throwing a flag for gimmick infringement.
Calm down. It's not like I shouted, "Oh my God!" Oh, that's really an innovative line. Or, "Can't fight, can't fight." Shut up.
Whoever thought we'd be calling this match together? Hey, partner?
No fooling. Hey, not for nothing. I wonder who I got heat with to be stuck with you.
What kind of preparation goes into a match like this?
What? Besides the endless workouts, travel, and mental anguish, these athletes don't just chill out on the couch between matches.
I know that, partner. I have the utmost respect for them because of it. He's putting that weapon to good use here.
No doubt. As long as he's got that thing, he's in the driver's seat.
I don't know who's more excited, me, the fans, or the superstars themselves. He's adding insult to injury by using that move against his opponent. Well, the Sandman certainly is a friend. Here it is. Nowhere to go but down.
He's going for it big time now. Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
What's wrong with that? His charisma is one of the things that got him to the big dance in the first place. What's going through the minds of these combatants right now?
About a golly, his opponent sure looks at him.
Well, if he wasn't before, he is now. What a twist of fate. He may get the 3 count right here.
2, 3.
Here are your winners, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy.
His sold-out crowd is on its feet tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri.
These fans are so excited, I'm having a hard time staying in my own seat myself.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started. Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Edge is so quick and so deadly, you can't take your eyes off of him for a second.
What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Give it a rest. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this. The Undertaker's got an impressive history here in WWE, but you're only as good. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now. This superstar...
Look at the intensity. He's ready to start busting some heads.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Watch it. He reversed it.
What a counter that was.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improving my ring skills.
Cena's a multiple-time WWE champion. How much more improvement do you really need?
Listen, if you're not constantly trying to improve, you're going to get overtaken by a guy. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy. He's shown. Here comes another competitor.
There's the reversal.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, don't get high. He's just having a little fun here.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Bottom line is, it ain't. Orton's never backed down from a fight. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he's always ready for it.
Are we talking about the same Randy Orton? It seems like the only time he's willing to fight is when he gets to hit somebody from behind.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
I don't know. Another superstar is going to get in on the action.
He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can spare it?
Edge is such a jerk. I'm amazed that he still has a job on Raw after some of the stuff he's pulled.
Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he is a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it.
That may be true, but I'm not a fan of the way he's been winning his match. The adrenaline is pumping.
This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost. Nice reversal.
He dodged.
Time to add another superstar to the mix. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
He could get the pin right here. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's got something big planned.
Pedigree. It doesn't get much bigger than that. Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit?
He could pin his opponent right here. And here's the cover.
2, 3. 3.
Half of The Undertaker's style is about getting inside his opponent's head. If you can keep your cool in the ring with him, you got a chance.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
Of course you can. The man's a legend. That's why I didn't bother mentioning it. He's going for it.
And he got it! RKO! He may get the 3 count right here.
3.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon. I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick, but he hasn't. That's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
A lot of people think that Randy Orton's just an overhyped pretty boy, but I respect his accomplishments.
What, you mean like turning on the people who supported him and stabbing them in the back?
No, I mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history and having one of the long... He's 3 seconds away from victory.
3.
Look at the confidence. He's letting his opponent know what's up.
He'd better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
Man.
And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
That depends. Some guys go crazy at the sight of their own blood and become almost unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. And there's the pin!
2.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle. An injured superstar is like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
This has been a great match so far, but I think that isn't going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency, yes. How can you applaud a man who doesn't care about anyone but himself?
Because those are the guys who win. Edge is only out for himself, and I respect the fact that he's honest about that. Wow, great reversal.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Deadman, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a long, long time.
That might be true, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry. Going up that turnbuckle hurts a hell of a lot less than coming down from it.
It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him, but this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars who can match his accomplishments.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
3.
Here's your winner and the new WWE Champion, The Undertaker. The following contest is a six-man battle royal. On the way to the ring, the Intercontinental Champion from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, Umaga. And the opponent, the Hardcore Champion from Yonkers, New York, weighing in at 255 pounds, Tommy Dreamer. And the opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, CM Punk. And the opponent, from San Diego, California, weighing 160. And the opponent, the Sandman. the opponent, the ECW World Champion, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
This sold-out crowd is on its feet tonight here in St. Louis, Missouri.
These fans are so excited, I'm having a hard time staying in my own seat myself.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff. He was one step ahead on that one. What a counter that was.
He slipped out of that one. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then? He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
There's so much we don't know about the vicious Samoan bulldozer known as Umaga.
He's 6'4", 350 pounds, and he'd just as soon tear your head off as look at you. What more do you need to know?
What a reversal! A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as fit.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
Tommy Dreamer has shed years of blood, sweat, and tears. Look at this. He's pummeling his opponent in the turnbuckle with those closed fist shots.
And in a situation like that, you can't even defend yourself. You just got to try and gut it out. Here come the closed fist punches. Gee, I wonder how many there's going to be.
I bet you won't have to take off your shoes to keep count.
There's the reversal. He's looking for a big move here.
And they don't get much bigger than this. Dominator. That's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
And I don't care how tough you are, that hurt.
And here's the cover.
1, 2.
He made his opponent look like a chump with that counter. Whoa, there goes the referee. Might as well chuck the rule book out the window.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I I know the internet. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
A lot of people think Rey Mysterio's really exciting to watch, but he just doesn't have the size nor the strength to compete at this level.
I think you're selling Mysterio short, no pun intended. Mysterio...
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
He dodged that bullet.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
He's going for the cover.
1, 2.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much. Uh-oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, head first, straight into the ground. What a DDT.
That was a textbook reversal. And there's the counter.
And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
That depends. Some guys go crazy at the sight of their own blood and become almost unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are... Oh, my God, this could be it.
He might have crushed his opponent's throat with that Samoan spike. It makes me sick the way Sandman's always hitting people with that kendo stick. That's assault, you know.
Well, a lot of things that take place in this arena wouldn't be allowed outside of it.
Yeah, but the Sandman abuses this business just so he can indulge his psychopathic urges. His opponent might not have enough left to kick out.
3.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that. Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime. We're definitely seeing the toll this very physical matchup has taken on the participants. I've got to believe this one won't last much longer.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got it. He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. Bobby Lashley's a legitimate tough guy, no doubt about it. But raw power only gets you so far in this business.
Sure, but what about his speed? It's rare to see a superstar with the combination of strength and quickness that Lashley possesses. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. These superstars have proven time and again. He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
It isn't pretty, but it's effective. You make your opponent bleed, and you've got a psychological edge over him.
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned about the risk to his physical well-being now that he's been busted open. There's the cover. Can he do it?
2, 3.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
There it is, blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, these are WWE superstars, and sometimes this is what it takes to win. Umaga has racked up one heck of a string of victories since showing up in the WWE.
You're not wrong, partner. He made an impressive debut by utterly destroying the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and nobody's managed to stand in his way for long since then.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. They call him the Samoan Bulldog. He's 3 seconds away from victory.
2, 3.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
I don't know how much longer this can go on. These superstars are starting to look like they're running on fumes.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
He's got his opponent in a very vulnerable position.
And he made the most of it with that DDT.
He's got him covered.
1, 2, 3.
I think it.
Here's your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Tommy Dreamer.